Welcome to my Only Steaks page. Today I'm going to teach you how to properly rub down and abuse your meat. Well, aloha. Wait a minute, I'm not in Hawaii. I am on vacation, which really has nothing to do with the Hawaiian shirt, except I figured, you know what? If the title of this video and the Hawaiian shirt didn't give you an automatic indication for the sarcasm that was to come, you're new here, which is fine. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, so tonight I'm gonna cook a steak, and I'm not in Hawaii, I am in Arkansas. So instead of the aloha stuff, we're just gonna go ahead and say, hey all, this is John, KC0JH, and it's been a minute. Where have I been? Well, be perfectly honest, just kind of lazy. I haven't been on the radio or made a video since my last vacation in November. And I really don't have any good reasons for it. I just kind of lost my motivation, but that's a discussion for another time. And before anybody asks, yes, this is a ham radio channel. So why am I cooking food? Well, you gotta freaking eat, don't you? I know I do, and I'm hungry. And tomorrow I may very well go to Magazine Mountain in Arkansas, where I do believe I may have found a threefer. So that'll be fun. But for now, I'm gonna take you on a culinary experience. It's gonna be fun. I hope you laugh. Or at least laugh at me, not necessarily the content. And again, why am I doing this? Well, my last video from my 2023 November POTA vacation, I noticed on the last video, which is the video right before this one, that my audio started cutting out real bad. It started acting weird on me, and I don't know why. It almost started acting like my phone did in a couple of videos before I got my camera and my external mic, which is kind of troubling. I really had to edit through that video to get the volume balanced back out the best I could get it. So I figured, you know, I need to test my camera and my microphone because it hasn't been used in so long, and make sure that doesn't happen again. If it does, you know, I'll still do the activation, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'll show you around here a little bit. This is off the back of the cabin that I rented. I'm about 30 minutes east of, I think about 30 minutes east of Paris, Arkansas, closer to Scranton, if you know where that is. Also close to Clarksville. And oh, let me tell you, this place is peaceful. So peaceful, in fact, that I have not really done anything. I got here yesterday evening, and I actually started editing the last video from my 2023 POTA vacation last night while I was watching TV. And if it looks like I'm a little tired, it's because I edited that video until 5 o'clock this morning. Mistakes were made. I may or may not have had to start over. So I really hope you like that video. And trust me, there's some good stuff in it. At least I think so. You may not, and that's fine, but I like the videos I make. I don't necessarily like re-watching them after the fact because I realize what a... Anyway, here's where we are. This place is absolutely beautiful. It is at the dead end of a road. There's some water down there. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's some chairs and a fire pit down there. Over all of that on the other side is the Arkansas River. And if you look really close through there, to you it's probably just going to look like sky sitting over there, but that is actually the Arkansas River over there beyond the trees. So I'm not quite on the river, but it's pretty close. So yeah, all around the cabin it is nothing but trees and wildlife, and some massive, massive Arkansasian spiders, but we won't talk about that. We do have a problem though. This is the problem. What do you see here? I don't care what the TV show told you. Bobby, propane is the devil. Charcoal is the only way. So this is going to be interesting. And I fired it up last night to make sure everything worked. I brought a very nice 12-ounce Choice Reserve ribeye down here with me. And parents, don't teach your kids how to use propane. There's no point in it. Charcoal is the way. And only one side of the grill works. It seems like it will get hot enough to do the job, but dang it, Peggy, this is what happens when you don't have proper grill maintenance. So, with that said, we're gonna make it work. So, while I'm letting the steak warm up a little bit, these are the only things you need right here. Sea salt, cayenne pepper, turmeric, smoked paprika, little Old Bay, extra virgin olive oil, and of course, black pepper in a mill. Yes, it's store-bought. Deal with it. So with this steak, we're going to have a medley of fresh cut vegetables. They're gonna be oh so delicious. I've really been trying to eat healthier lately, and I think I've been doing a good job of it. Speaking of healthy, this is gonna be rock star status here. 12-ounce Hy-Vee Choice Reserve beef ribeye steak. If you don't have a Hy-Vee near you, you need to move, because their meat is some of the best. All right, we're gonna try to make this work with how the camera's setting, because this is about the best I got. So we're gonna take our extra virgin olive oil here. Look at that piece of meat. I know, it could be marbled a little better. This is your first time seeing it, just like it's my first time seeing it, but you know what? It's still going in my stomach. So we're gonna take our olive oil and we are going to not hold back in coating this steak. So here we are lightly rubbing our meat. You gotta slap it, beat it around a little bit too. And then we're gonna take our smoked paprika and we're gonna get it on there nice and even. You don't want too much, but you want a nice even coating. Trust me on this, it's gonna be amazing. This has always been my go-to ingredient for steaks, especially ribeyes. Smoked paprika will bring out so much flavor, it is insane. So now we're gonna break out the salt. And again, especially for those of you that are sensitive to sodium, you don't want to use too much. You just want a good amount, so there's still some on there for flavor, because depending on your heat and how you like to sear your steaks, some of it will cook off. And then we're going to take our pepper, and about the same thing, we're just going to, what we're going for, at least what I go for, is a nice crust. What you gonna do now? You're gonna take that cayenne pepper and just lightly throw it on there, y'all. And my friends, that is how I season my ribeye steaks. And once you've got everything on there, and you've got all the seasoning you want, which, trust me on this, try what I just put on this steak. The cayenne pepper is up to you. I use a lot of both turmeric and cayenne pepper in my cooking because of the health benefits that both of them are known to have, especially cayenne pepper for your cardiovascular system. And now I feel the need to say, I am not a doctor. I don't even intend to or claim to play one on YouTube, and these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. With that out of the way, once you've got everything on there, just kind of push it in there. That way when you flip it over to do the other side, all of it doesn't just come falling right on off. Just lightly pat your meat. Gentle, gentle. The abuse comes later if you're into that type of thing. Like and subscribe. You sick puppies. I was talking about steaks and cooking meat over fire. What the heck was in your head? Now I'm gonna let this set here for about 20 minutes or so. Let everything incorporate into the meat as far as the seasonings go. And I'm gonna go out and fire up the grill and let it get heated up and clean it off. And then we'll start on the vegetables, because I cook those kind of on the low side. I've got it at, I'd say, medium-low heat. It's not very hot at all, but it's going to be enough to melt some butter. Stick a little bit of our extra virgin olive oil in there. Not very much at all. You don't want your vegetables absolutely soaked. This is my favorite butter. You can get it at Hy-Vee, Walmart carries it. At home, it's about $7.99. Down here, this was just over $4. I think I'm moving. I'm gonna let this set here and melt while I cut up the vegetables. And yeah. All right, we got the grill going. We got the vegetables cut up. I think the stove needs to be a little bit hotter because that butter is taking its sweet time. There's still a little bit there that's not quite melted. Now it is melted. We're gonna throw everything in here. And this is something you kind of want to keep an eye on. Why did I pick fajita style vegetables? Because they're, again, peppers and mushrooms, especially onions. It's all good stuff, and I just happen to like it. And I eat a lot of it. I make this same thing when I cook salmon too. It's just my go-to for some reason. We're gonna get that all coated in the oil and the butter. Get it mixed in there and coated nice and proper like so. And then get some pepper on it. Notice I did not use the turmeric on the steak, but I do throw a little of it on the vegetables. Of course, I'm going to put a little cayenne pepper on them. And then this is where the Old Bay seasoning comes in. This is my go-to for salmon when I pan sear salmon, and it is amazing on vegetables like this too. Oh, this stuff's so good. You never realize how hard it is to film yourself until you start doing something like this. I'm sure this looks great on camera, but it is what it is. This is my first time ever filming myself cooking, so you got to start somewhere. But I'm going to get that all mixed around and stirred up. And then I have found it best to cover something like this. All right, looks like we're pushing up on about 400 degrees. which is probably all I'm gonna get. I would prefer 5, but I actually scraped it off last night, so we should be good there. Oh, this is gonna be good. Oh. Ho ho ho, yes sir. Oh no, no flare-ups, no. All right, now that I got that all over my hand, I'll be back. All right, I got it off the grill. I'm about to shut off the vegetables, but just wanted to, I don't know how this is gonna turn out color-wise on the camera. I got a little bit done on that side anyway. That's one thing I don't like about propane, or grills like that anyway, and I'm sure there's a trick to it. I'm just not used to cooking on them, but it kept wanting to flare up something fierce. So it got a little more done than I like it, but hey, here we go. All right. If you want the best steak you've ever had in your life, use the seasonings I just did. The charcoal flavor, the smokiness obviously isn't there. You just can't beat that spice combination. You can't. So I'm gonna need some time alone with this now. I'm gonna need some time alone with my meat. Hey, thanks for watching. I know this video is kind of all over the place. And like I said in the beginning, I was just mainly trying to make sure my camera was still set up right. See how the audio is going to turn out on this since I haven't used everything, and especially what I ran into with the last video. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, especially if you hung around this long. So I'll see you in the next one. 73.